Hi and welcome to another episode of Top Vaults, and today we're going to be looking at the Ferrari P4. This is from 1968 and I believe it was the 9th edition catalogue it first appeared in. Please correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. It's a lovely simple machine. The way they've got the bottom all open, so all the mechanics and the mechanisms are all exposed, making it much easier to work on than the closed-in Scalextric cars. But you know, very nice addition to your collection. Overall, this one's it's in pretty good condition. There's some sort of wear and tear items on the back here from use, which I don't actually mind. I prefer the used cars with a few sort of war wounds and scratches and bits and bobs. It gives it a bit of character. It shows it's got a little bit of history. But overall, this one seems to be in very good operational condition, with the pinions all working as they should. Magnets in this feel very strong, and the pickups all look good. All the soldering inside all looks to be in place and in good condition. That's brilliant. Okay, and you can see inside there, C16 Scalextric Ferrari P4. So if we have a little look on the underside at some of the mechanics of the car, these in sort of 1968, possibly 1967, I think it was 1968 onwards, they started using some of these Raymond motors with the drive axle connected, which very strong, very good motors, very reliable actually as well. So the way I would remove this is I'll place my thumb down on the inner chassis, which is just inside of the body shell, and then I'll very carefully move the axles left and right, and what that actually does, it releases these two fixing points inside there. So you've got one there and one there. I wouldn't try and force it off from the front, because you really need to release these first, and then what you actually do then is you pull it towards the back of the car, and that will release the motor. And likewise, when you put it back, place it in the same way, slide it into that slot, then down onto the clips. So have a closer look at this motor. You'll see, so the drive axle is all connected. It's very, very neat. The brushes, which can be replaced, are inside there, held together with these retaining springs. I know this motor to be good, so I won't remove those brushes. They don't need changing. There's lots and lots of meat on there. So we'll just place the motor back. So once again, you just push it slightly into there, and then push it back down into place. Being careful not to pinch any wires, like these wires here. Just make sure they're clear. You don't want them being caught by anything. And then just carefully, just lightly press back down, and you can hear it just click straight back into place. And the guide is located sits on top, and then let me see if I can maneuver this so you can see. So they literally just sit on these guides, and they make contact through the back edge. So it's always good to make sure that you haven't got a lot of fraying on these back edge and on there as well. And that all looks good to me. Because just inside there you've got brass connectors, which literally make contact where the wires are soldered to, just inside there. It's a tiny little bit of dirt just on there, but overall very clean. Okay, so we'll run this up, just make sure it's all functional and working as it should, just to make sure that there isn't any cleaning needed doing inside there. Okay, so let's run this motor in. And what I'm going to do for this one, so I'll just run the motor at low volts. And drop that off, and then I'll place it onto the roller should I say. And what this does, it just gives the engine a little bit of resistance, just to see how it's pulling, really, for my own information. Just increase the power. That's working absolutely perfect. Okay, well, thank you for watching my video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and as always, if there's any tips or information you would like to pass on regarding this car or any other Scalextric car, please leave a comment, and I will pass the information on. But any information is always incredibly useful and always welcome. Okay, thank you. See you at the next one.